Good evening everybody and welcome to my Facebook wedding quiz. I'm delighted to start off the evening by introducing my lovely couples up here. So as I read you out, can you give the audience a wave? So first of all we have got Chris and Kirsty, brilliant, who are getting married in McLean house. We have got Natalie and Jordan, let's give us a wave. Who are getting married in the Garfield House Hotel. We've got Martin and Laura. There's a wave, Martin and Laura. And they're getting married in Crossbasket Castle. And we have Rachel and Grant. Give us a wave, guys. And they're getting married in the Torrance Hotel. So tonight we have got 6 categories. The first category we've got is going to be some questions from wedding films. How's your knowledge on that? The second category will be questions from symbolic gestures. We've then got some questions, I've got some photos to show you, and it's called Guess the Venue. So I've picked some really popular Scottish local venues. We've got the questions on the legal side of getting married. We've got some questions from the category of wedding traditions. And the final category we're going to have tonight is called First Dance Tracks. So I'm sure that you will have an idea and picked your first dance track already. In fact, let's just give the guys on the screen, give a thumbs up. Have you picked your first dance track? Thumbs up if you have. Oh, we've got Martin and Laura's undecided, Natalie and Jordan, Chris, and you got yours? You have, yeah, and Rachel and Grant haven't yet. Okay, so a bit of time, you better get move on, you guys, in November this year. Wedding films and TV. In the film Father the Bride, what was the name of the wedding coordinator? So, Kirsty and Chris, any idea? No, anybody? Frank Elgohofer, played by Martin Short. In the 2000 film Bridesmaids, how many bridesmaids were there? Martin and Laura? 5 there was, yeah, 5 it was. In the film Bride Wars, what was the name of the hotel they were fighting over? Grant and Rachel?
We've went with the Plaza, but we're not entirely sure.
Plaza is, take a point, well done. In the film Maid of Honour, what was the character's name? There was in fact the Maid of Honour. It wasn't Ben, it was in fact Tom. So symbolic gestures, I asked you about the hand fasting gesture, where it was used as a trial marriage. Was it A year and a day to be used, or a month and a day? What have you got for that, Chris and Kirsty?
Roughly a year.
It was indeed a year and a day. Well done. The 2 symbolic gestures that signify blending. Jordan and Natalie.
Sand, but we didn't get a second one.
Sand pouring.
Sand pouring, definitely. Sand is a symbolic gesture. And also candles. Unity candles. Warming of the wedding rings. Was it A, was it when the best man kept them in a bag of cotton wool until needed, or was the rings are passed around all the guests? So Grant and Rachel, A or B? B it was, yeah, absolutely. It's where it's held by each of the guests, warmed with their love for the happy couple. Number 4, in times gone by, the phrase living over the brush, when a couple, again, a bit of a trial marriage declaration of their intention to get married later. Was it A, jumping over a broom on the floor, or was it a broom nailed to the kind of top of their door so everybody knew? It is in fact jumping over a broom. And then the gesture of drinking from the quaich is also very popular, as we know. But what is it also known as? The friendship cup or the cup of marriage? What have you got for that, Chris and Kirsty?
The cup of marriage?
It's not, it's the friendship cup. Scottish wedding venues. Martin and Laura, did you have this one, Dad Arm Fluff?
We wrote Delta Farm.
It was indeed. Okay, the next one we had Stole the Hubby. So Jordan and Natalie, what did you have for that second one?
The Busby.
Let's have a look, it was indeed. And you guys recognise that one from the pictures? Laura, I've seen you doing a lot of nodding on that one.
Yeah, I think it's Dalmeny Park.
It is indeed Dalmeny Park. Lots of bookings here. It's here.
Crossbasket Castle.
Crossbasket Castle, of course. The stunning venue. Have you guys any idea of that one? Sociable Hour.
Yep, McLean House.
So McLean House, absolutely, and of course your own wedding venue. The legal side of getting married. So let's check these ones. So what age do your legal witnesses need to be at a Scottish wedding ceremony? 16 years and older. So is it true or is it false that your two legal witnesses need to be one male and one female? What do you think, Natalie?
We put false.
It is indeed false. It can be any combination. It can be two males, two females, a male and a female. Question number 3 on the legal side, we had what is the earliest time frame that you can submit your marriage forms? So was it A, 12 weeks before, or B, 16 weeks before? So Grant and Rachel, A or B? 12 weeks, 16 weeks?
Well,
It is. Question number 4. What registry office, really important one this, big misconception, do you submit your marriage M10 from? So is it the registrar office where you live, or is it the registrar office at the venue? So A.
Closest to the venue.
Closest to the venue, absolutely, yeah. And question number 5, the last one on the legal side, the bride or groom must pick up the marriage schedule in person, either or, the week of the wedding. But who can hand it back in? So we have 3 options here. Is it A, the bride or groom only? B, the parents or guardians of the bride or groom? Or can it be anyone that hands it in? It's usually 2 working days after the ceremony. So was it A, B or C? Kirsty and Chris?
we put anyone.
Absolutely, yeah. So wedding traditions. How did you fare on that one? So this was about, the first question here was, there's something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So back when this was first coined as a rhyme back in the 1800s, it had another part of the rhyme. So was it A, a sixpence in your shoe, or was it B, sending love from me to you? So what did you have for that one, Natalie and Jordan?
We had a sixpence in your shoe.
Absolutely correct, well done. Any idea why?
No.
Okay.
There's one incorporated into my wedding shoe that's only.
Oh, is there? Oh, fantastic. What have you, where is it? In the insole or is it in the outside? Or?
It's underneath. It's on the sole with the feet.
On the sole? Oh, fantastic. You guys can see it, I'd love to see that. And question 2 on that, the tradition of the wedding guests not being allowed to take off their hats or fascinators is often followed. Is it A, they can do it only when the mother of the bride has taken hers off? Or is it B, they can't take it off until after the wedding breakfast meal has been completed? Indeed, after the mother of the bride has decided to take hers off. Question 3 on the traditions. A famous wedding tradition is the scramble. When the bridal party had a hearty breakfast of scrambled eggs in the morning of the wedding. Or was it B, where the bride's father and groom, when they left their home, they would throw out their pockets some money? Question number 4 on the traditions. In the bride's bouquet, a popular Scottish good luck tradition is to add in a sprig of white heather, that's A, or B, a Scottish bluebell flower. So Grant and Rachel, what did you have for that?
The heather.
The heather, absolutely, yeah. So a sprig of white heather is said to be good luck. And question number 5 on the wedding traditions. It's traditional for the bride and groom not to see each other in person as it's bad luck? Is it A, from 12 noon the day before, or B, not at all on the day before? So Chris and Kirsty, what do you reckon?
We put all day, but I think we're wrong there.
Don't be wrong. Okay, last check of the answers, guys. Let's have a listen to these clips. So number 5, these are the top songs of 2019. So number 5 was this one. Just any guys on the screen, did you get that one? Rachel's nodding, let's hear it, Rachel. It was indeed Amazed and Lone Star. Fantastic. Okay, the number 4 was... When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Natalie, I'm sure you wrote that down instantly. What was it? Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud. Absolutely, fantastic. And number 3 from last year was? Anyone on the screen got it? John Legend it is. What's the title?
All of Me.
All of Me. Fantastic. Okay, number 2. It's a classic oldie. Shout out if you know. What was that, Kirsty? Etta James at Last, yeah. Etta James at Last, brilliant. Okay, and the last one, an absolute classic. This guy's got so many songs in this top 5, it's unreal. I found a love for me. Martin and Laura, I'm going back to you because you never got the last one he had.
We do know this one, it's Ed.
All that remains for me to say, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honour doing this little quiz with you. Thank you to my couples who have shared their time with us tonight. And remember, follow me on Facebook at George the Humanist and on Instagram at George the Humanist. And I've just recently created my own YouTube channel, so just search for me on YouTube, George McLean Humanist Celebrant, where I've got 20 or so little clips of ceremonies or pre-ceremony walkthroughs that I do at the venues. So whatever you are doing the rest of this week, make sure you look that up, subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff. And if you're watching it and you've not got your wedding celebrant sorted yet, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight. And I'm part of a fantastic company called Fuse Ceremonies. They're doing tons of great work. We've got over 30 celebrants in our great team. And we're looking after all of our couples night and day during the current pandemic, of course, and rescheduling and all that stuff. We're also looking at new couples, and there's lots of couples who've been in contact with us in this last little while. So you can go on to fuseceremonies.co.uk and meet all of our celebrants, not just me. All of our celebrants have got a celebrant profile page on there, and you can contact us in an instant with a live pop-up chat also. Elite leaves me just to say one final thanks to the guys on the screen. Thank you, and thanks to you guys, and have a great week. Thanks. Here are the results of the quiz. In first place we had Kirsty and Chris with 25 out of 30, Laura and Martin in second, 24 out of 30, and Natalie and Jordan and Rachel and Grant, equal settings with 22 out of 30. Thanks again everyone for taking part.